Coach Bruce Webster Court at the Harvey Humble Gymnasium for today's NCAA Division II East Coast Conference men's basketball game featuring the Bears and the New York Institute of Technology from Old Westbury, Long Island, New York, and your host Purple Knights from the University of Bridgeport. Let's meet our starting lineups for today's game between NYIT and UB. For the visiting Bears, starting at forward, a sophomore freshman from Manhattan, New York, number 23, Jeffrey Hayden. At forward, a 6'5" junior from Boston, Massachusetts, number 0, Tachi Nazirim. At guard, a 6'3" junior from Buffalo, New York, number 1, Carol Young. At forward, a 6'6" senior from Stockton, California, number 22, Joel Green. And at guard, a 6'1" senior from Hempstead, New York, number 2, Colleen Chaplin. Head coach of the Bears in his first season, Rob Ismay. Assistant coaches, Brian Lassiter, Joe Mantesta, and Jake Ellis. And now for the Purple Knights from UB. Starting at guard, a 6-foot freshman from Frankfort, New Jersey, number 12, Devon Trumbo. At guard, a 6-foot junior from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 3, Montana Mayfield. At forward, a 6'8" senior from the Bronx, New York, number 13, Muhammad Ahmed. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Brooklyn, New York, number 1, Devon Elliott. And at center, a 6'8" senior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, number 11, Eddie Asamoah.
And welcome back to UBKnights.com as they're just about ready to start game number 2 of this twin bill between NYIT and University of Bridgeport. It's the men's turn as both teams are looking for a win and a much-needed victory at that. JJ Duke here with you from Harvey Humble Gymnasium. UB coming into this one with a record of 1-5 overall, 0-1 in conference play as they fell to LIU Post on Wednesday by a score of 62-54. Meanwhile, on the other side for NYIT, it's a much different looking team than the team that we saw back in February earlier 2015 last year. This is a team that's without their leading scorer who is graduated, which would be Darian Hooker, along with a few other players as well. And a team right now that is 1-7 overall and is coming off of a 91-77 loss against Dowling in the midweek. Their lone win began the season against Goldie Beacom on the road. We're underway here at the Hub. Bridgeport in their home whites, NYIT in their traveling gold jerseys. This is Devon Elliott, Eddie Asamoah, Montana Mayfield. Underneath with Asamoah. Trying to front up Jarrell Green. Mayfield with 11 on the shot clock. Stop pop. Asamoah couldn't handle it on the first collection. Muhammad Ahmed up and under, high off the window. Good. Has to get it off and just beats the buzzer. Count it for 2 for Muhammad Ahmed. The other starter that we didn't say in the lineup, number 12 in white, that's Devon Trumbo. Now on the other side for NYIT in the front court. Darrell Young, number 1, Khalif Chaplin, number 2, and Jarrell Green, number 22. And in the front court, Jeffrey Hayden, number 23, and Kachi Nazirim, a forward from Boston, transfer from college to the St. Rose, wears number 0. Bridgeport forces a turnover, and they'll get their second look at it. If you're just tuning in, this is the second game of a doubleheader, as NYIT women a convincing victory earlier on today over UB women. Eddie Asamoah, Mayfield peeling off the screen, will stop back and shoot from 8 feet and gets that to go. Montana Mayfield already on the board. This is Jeffrey Hayden, a freshman from New York, went to Cardinal Hayes High School. Stepping back is Nazirim, but his three-point effort off the mark. Bridgeport trying to push the tempo here with Mayfield. Asamoah, Devon Elliott, step back from the free throw line, in and out, no good. Up and under is Trumbo, but he is blocked by Jarrell Green, a 6'6" senior from Stockton, California. Now Darrell Young, a junior transfer from Erie Community College. Now a step back from Hayden. His shot off the mark taken by Mayfield. And a foul committed by Chaplin as he got his active hands in the lane, but committing the foul in the process. That's the team's first foul. Stopping the clock, just over 2 minutes played here in this first half. The one big issue for Bridgeport in that game against LIU Post, they were just ice cold from the field. Shot at 33%, 2 of 20 from beyond the arc. Though they did have 40 total free throw attempts as Ahmed trying to throw it down. Misfired. Elliott from distance rattles that one home. And Bridgeport out to a 7-0 advantage here in the first 2.5. That's big for Bridgeport, getting a 3-point field goal to go down early. Because again, 2 of 20 in that game against LIU Post. They're a team that lives and dies by the three ball. It just wasn't going on Wednesday. Mayfield, nice bounce pass at Trombone. He lays that in. And kind of almost how we had it in the women's game earlier on. NYIT jumped out to an early 9-0 advantage. This time it's the UB men that got off the blocks nicely and are leading 9-0. And a little bit of a makeshift lineup. Some players unavailable for Bridgeport, including, again, you see Ernest Rouse in street clothes. Hasn't played a whole lot this season. And they miss his shooting a bit. And his point production, again, a reminder, a year ago, nearly 14 points per game. But he should only be a few games away from being back ready to go. As the 32nd time out over for NYIT. And again, NYIT also a team that made it to the conference tournament a year ago. They lost to Dowling in the quarterfinals at home. But with a lot of changes to the roster and also new head coach Rob Ismay is the interim head coach. A lot of work having to be done as a tip-in converted by Nazirim. First points of the day for NYIT. Dangerous pass collected by Ahmed. Been undercounted and one. Mohamed Ahmed, the senior from the Bronx, getting it to go. 11 points per game in the midweek game against LIU Post. Mohamed with 14 points and 7 rebounds. A pretty nice effort for him. And he's been almost kind of quietly going about his business on the court, averaging that 11 points per game is his shot off the mark. Devon Elliott winning the first and second battle. Asamoah trying to put it back. Third and fourth time, Ahmed picking it up. Loose ball on the floor, taken away by Khalif Chaplin. He's going on the distance. Lots of contact, no foul. And Mayfield has it. It's a 3-on-1 if he is hurrying. Asamoah, but he's blocked. The contact up from Jarrell Green. No one too pleased with that call. And Bridgeport a little bit helter-skelter, but they like the tempo. But again, going back to Ahmed, 11 points per game, 6.5 boards per game, and also 6 total blocks in the 6 games that he's played this season. Kind of almost quietly going about his business. His job was fill the shoes of Willie Williams last year, who was a first-teamer, 14.5 points, 9.5 boards per game. And, Muhammad brings a little bit of a different game than Willie. Willie can run the point when he wants. Mr. Energy and electricity out there, but at the same time, Mike wants to be happy about his transfer in from North Texas. Getting the job done. 13-2 now, Bridgeport. Chaplin, the senior from Hempstead, New York, out back to the top, and Darrell Young out of Buffalo. Chaplin fronted by Mayfield, calling for it down low as Hayden fronted by Elliott. Elliott got his hands straight up in the air, might have altered the shot a little bit. Jesse Jones into the game, just crossing up. Will launch from distance and got it. Jesse Jones, 46% from beyond the arc. That's a 23rd made trifecta of this season. Bridgeport now up 16-2. Up and under and stuffing it down. Kachi's Nazirim. This year, about 10 points per game, shooting at 36% from the field as Mayfield handling his way through some pressure. Elliott from distance, front iron, no good. An uncontested rebound taken by Hayden. Young across to Nazirum, thought about launching from distance, will instead go with Young, but he's called for traveling. And a turnover, the second of the day for the Bears. Stefano Wasuji takes the place of Eddie Asamoah. All 6 players thus far for Bridgeport that have seen court time have produced offensively. The carry will get called against Mayfield. A little too unimpressed is the junior from Philadelphia. The transfer in from NJIT is Montana, averaging a little over 9 points per game, shooting at 42% from the field. The step back and off the window, no good by Young. And Elliott comes down with the rebound. Devon Elliott already 3 points, 4 boards. Jones, now the far side of Suji. Jones lifted by Young. Jesse Jones, a high take off the window. Last touch off the hands of Ahmed. And it'll go over to NYIT, but you have to give Bridgeport some credit. They came out of the blocks nicely. Interesting to see how this team's going to go about it here is, remember now, it's been a while since they've had a bit of a rough start like this. As the high arcing shot, no good from Hayden, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. And this is a Bridgeport team that's been highly touted coming into this season. Projected again to win the conference. A team that a year ago went 24-7, 17-3 in ECC play. But maybe a rough go of it on the road might be the thing that Mike Ron's team needs to get them on the right foot. As the first effort by Hayden off the mark. Eric Rankin checking in, back in, as well as Devon Trumbo. Also entering the game for NYIT just a moment ago was Henrik Davidson, the junior from Oslo, Norway. As Hayden goes over from the line, but Ahmed couldn't corral it. Ball went out of play. So it'll be a fresh 30 for the Bears. Young to trigger on underneath his own hoop. Goes with Davidson with the left off the rim. No good. Strong offensive rebound by Hayden. And Nazira will convert from distance, cutting the Bridgeport lead nearly in half at 16-7. Osuji will get called for the charges. Stepping in and taking it was Jeffrey Hayden. Again, nearly 19 points per game for Hayden, the leading scorer of this team. Went to Cardinal Hayes, always a highly talented high school program out in New York City, and showing a good start to his collegiate career. Hayden crossing up with the off-balance shot, no good. Secondary effort by Nazirum off the mark. Bridgeport looking to push the tempo with Jones. Now Trumbo to Asuji on the trail. Nice take from Stefano Asuji. Finding the extra pass as well. Hayden. Nazirum thought about it, but will pull up and then goes underneath with Young up and under. High arcing shot, no good. Had to evade the challenge from Asamoah. As Rankin was trying to signal the referee that he was bleeding, got cut a little bit, even though he was calling to say a timeout. But our referee here on the near side, Jawam Williams, rightly so, stopping play immediately, and Bridgeport not having to use that timeout. Our other two referees, Mike Scanlon and Jeff Fox. So after that stoppage, 13:20 left here in the first. Bridgeport up 18-7. Devon Elliott checking back in for the Purple Knights. And a blocking foul. Henrik Davidson, the team's fourth foul here of the half. Muhammad Ahmed just about ready to check back in as well for Bridgeport. And the first time, Zach Moore, freshman from North Babylon, number 14 in gold, making his way onto the floor. Trumbo underneath with Ahmed, backing down Nazirum with the hook shot. Gets that to go. Nice take there from Muhammad Ahmed. Showing a little bit of extra in his game. Muhammad now with 6 points. Hayden going against Elliott. Try to in through the lane, but Devon got the hands in there. Bridgeport trying to start the tempo, but we'll slow it up. Get the ball in the hands of their point guard. Trumbo. Now Jones. Elliott. Trumbo. Elliott calling for it on this near side, asking for Asamoah to get into position on the blocks, and he does so. Stepping back, squaring. Good take there by Eddie Asamoah, just strong. Now Young, but he loses out, taken away by a plethora of Purple Knights. Jones, nice no-look pass, but the extra effort to Ahmed might not have been needed to take there. Hayden, though, loses his handle of the ball. Ahmed, too strong on the other side for Jones. There's Rob Ismay asking why wasn't there a foul called against Bridgeport earlier in that wild sequence, but nonetheless, it will be NYIT ball. Nearly 8 minutes gone here in this first half. Bridgeport is a team right now shooting at 47%, 8 of 17 for the field. NYIT, just 3 made field goals out of 14 total attempts. Hayden launching from distance. Nazirum high off the rim, no good. Taken by Trumbo to the front court. Elliott, Asamoah, Montana Mayfield. Ahmed stepping back. Hard off the iron, no good. Tipped out to Elliott. Trumbo, extra pass to Mayfield. Wide open for 3 off the iron. Ahmed with the rebound. And it popped back out to Devon Trumbo, who will slow things up. Bridgeport winning the sequence on the boards now. 14-8 thus far. Asamoah looking for the peel of Trumbo. He gets there. Elliott with 7 on the shot clock from 16 gets it to go. Devon Elliott now with 5 points. And on the other end, the answer by Hayden. First player not named Kachi Nazirum to get a point for NYIT. And an offensive call goes against Asamoah. And for Eddie, that's his first, team's third. And Stefano Osuji going to check back in. 22-9 Bridgeport here. And so far, so good from Mike Ruan's team. Both teams struggling in the early portion of the season. Stuck on 1 overall win. Kick back to Zach Moore. Thought about it, and he'll draw the contact and the foul that goes against Osuji. His second, team's 4th. Clarification here at the table, just going over all the fouls. That was Osuji that picked it up. Jawam Williams coming over, just making sure everything's all right before we restart play. 4 fouls for both teams. The inbound with the fresh shot clock, that's Zach Moore. Hayden against the grain, a little bit of contact there, no good, but the back by Jarrell Green. Bridgeport quickly into the front court underneath with Ahmed. A little head fake there and laying it in for 2. Like the answer and the response from Muhammad Ahmed, now with 8 points to lead all scorers, along with his 4 rebounds. Showing that he can put the ball on the floor and make something of it. Stepping back, launching from distance more. He rattles that one home. Zach Moore, freshman from North Babylon. And Ahmed on the other end with the dunk. He is now into double digits. And he is having it way right now against NYIT. In fairness, for the Bears, there are a couple players vertically taller than Muhammad, but getting active on the glass and making things of it. Up and under. Decent look from Chaplin. Couldn't get the spin. There's Devon Trumbo back into the front court. Bounce pass to Suje on. They say his foot was on the line there, so they're just going to call that one a 2. The Stefano Asuji now with 4 points. As this half is nicely cruised on by. Backdoor feed to Jeffrey Hayden. Now this near side. Jordan Nanton. Then Hayden with the step back jump shot. No good. And Elliott with the rebound. Von Elliott now 5.6 boards. Devon, a man that averages about 4 rebounds per game. Asuji from 18. Hard off the window. No good. Asamoah right there with the offensive rebound. Back to Trumbo. The fresh shot clock. Bridgeport now 20 total rebounds. 9 of them on the offensive advantage. Trumbo. Knife his way in, but blocked from behind by Jarrell Green. Elliott trying to get in there. Ball still battled around. And a holding call will go against NYIT. That will be against Zach Moore. Jesse Jones checking back in as well. Mike Theophil making his first action of the afternoon. Nazirum as well back in for the Bears. Theophil running the point at the moment. Out of Fairfield, Connecticut. Asuji, the far side. Asamoah thought about longing it from distance. Now Elliott will. No good. Asamoah right there. Nearly got the putback. Excuse me, that was Jones. Fighting his way inside. The foul goes against Theophil. That is the team's 5th, his first. Bridgeport shooting at 44% from the field. Better than their season average, total 42. It seems that everything that they're getting better looks. A lot more energy on the floor as Asamoah grabs the rebound. If they push it, it's a 4-on-3 with the trailing player. And Asamoah nearly got tip slam, but now back we come the other way. This is Nanton. And he'll draw a contact, and the foul will go against Theophil, who picks up his second foul in the matter of about 40 seconds or so. The last foul to give for Bridgeport here in this first half, so NYIT will be shooting the rest of the way. Stepping back and off the mark, Max Euskins, and the rebound converted by Jarrell Green. 28-16. NYIT starting to find their way back, and Elliott on a wild take underneath converts it off window. Back to a 14-point advantage. Kick out for 3. Nazirum off the front iron, no good. Asuji tried to lead Jones, hand deflected away. Now NYIT trying to push it. Jordan Nanton, Nazirum. Lots of contact, offensive foul. Stepping in nicely, Eddie Asamoah, as Nazirum will pick up the personal, his first, team 6. So now either way we're going to be shooting for the rest of this first half. About 7 minutes to go of that. Montana Mayfield will check back in. That's a big number, the rebounding battle between the two teams. Bridgeport doubling up 24-12. When you could get that going your way, you'll have a field day. Bounce pass underneath the Asamoah, and he throws it down. Great look from Muhammad Ahmed. Unselfish with the bounce pass, and Eddie getting that to go. He has 4 points along with his 4 rebounds. The other end, Chaplin draws a contact on the floor. No shot, says the official. The foul goes against Jesse Jones, a senior from Irvington, New Jersey. That'll be his first. And this will allow Khalif Chaplin to go to the line. NYIT as a team, not a very good free throw shooting team. In all fairness, at 61%. Well, they get that one to go. This Chaplin, if you don't want to foul a Bear, this would be the guy to do that. He shoots at 88%. And he converts both, 32-18, with 6:36 remaining in the first. JJ Duke with you, happy that you could spend part of your Saturday afternoon here on UBNights.com, the back end of this basketball doubleheader. The first of a few that we'll have in the month of December. That ball deflected away. Ahmed trying to force it in there. Nanton calling the shots. The junior from Brooklyn, transferred in from Allen Community College. Skip pass on the far side. Euskins did well to keep it alive. Sophomore from Riga, Latvia. The floater on this near side, Nanton had one man leave his feet. Second effort off the mark. Euskins with the offensive rebound. They'll spread the floor to the far side. Nazirum, wild take underneath. And getting it to fall in, Drell Green, even though a hand on the ball from a Purple Knight defender. Still able to muscle that one up in. Green averaging about 7.5 points per game, shooting at 43% from the field. Samoa from the baseline, no good. NYIT starting to get themselves back into this game. Knocked down a three, back to three-possession game. And Asamoah hits the deck there, and he'll get called the foul in the process. His second, team's eighth. There'll be 1-and-1 to come. And going back, or excuse me, I should say going to the line will be Jordan Nanton. Nanton on the season at 62% from the charity stripe, averaging about 9.5 points per game. He started all but 2 games this season. The offer is off the mark. Jones will spot up from way downtown and got it. Jesse Jones, his second made three-point field goal of the day. Nazirum on the other end with Drell Green posting up against Osmo, spinning with the hook shot, shorted it, and Jones comes down with the board. Mike Ruan calling out the play from the sideline here, slowing the offense up. About 4:35 in the first. Jones, skip pass with Asamoah all the way to this near side, and Elliott. Good ball movement shown by Bridgeport. Jones going to launch from way downtown and off the iron. No good. He took that from the 10-foot line on the volleyball court. A pretty strong young man to launch that one up from that far out. He nearly converted. Euskins. Nazirum getting his way through the lane, shot wild. Jones popping it up, has Ahmed right there. 3-on-1 for the Purple Knights. Great extra pass. Ahmed lost the handle of it, and it goes out of bounds. Little too unselfish right there for Bridgeport. And Eric Rankin will check in for Asamoah. Also, Elliott will take a seat as well. As Trumbo checked back in. Nanton kicking out wide. Euskins in the corner off the front rim, no good. Rankin comes down with the rebound. Hands off with Jones. Trumbo. Von Trumbo slowing it up. Natural fresh from Franklinville, New Jersey. Montana Mayfield, Trumbo underneath with Rankin, the transfer from the University of New Haven. Mayfield driving the lane, try to hand it off to Ahmed. Not sure they saw that all the way. Gets a second opportunity and puts it back in. Mohamed Ahmed now with 12 points, still leading all scorers. 37-20 in favor of Bridgeport, coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the first. Nazreem, nice look underneath, but the finish wasn't there from Nanton. Again, Bridgeport looking to push the tempo here. Mayfield high off and gets it to go. Nice take from Montana. He has 4 points. Been balanced scoring for Bridgeport. 7 different Purple Knights have recorded a bucket today. High-low underneath the green, who evades Jones, trying to go for the pocket and miss. And Drell Green converts. He now has 8 points. He leads his team in scoring. Mayfield slowing it up. Bridgeport shooting at 47% from the field. Trumbo has Ahmed. Step back from 16. Gets it to go. As Jarrell Green did not want to step out to guard him, and Mohamed Ahmed said, fine, I'll take that and shoot. 31-22 Bridgeport. Huskins, again playing down low with Green. Getting away with a little bit of push off there as well, and a shot won't rattle home. Rankin. Trumbo, nice extra pass. Ahmed up and under. Mohamed Ahmed now at 16 points. A fantastic first half of shooting for Bridgeport right now, as they're at an even 50% from the field. And that's only 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, folks. They're getting themselves into good scoring opportunities and areas down low, as getting his way up and under is Chaplin. 24 points in the paint. Jones, Rankin will spot from distance. Short iron. Trumbo first to it and gets it to Ahmed. And he'll slow it up. Great effort by Jones just to keep that alive. It was wild on the kickback. Mayfield will slow it up with 10. So we hit 1 minute left here in the first. Mayfield makes his move now with 4. He's just going to launch from distance and got it. Montana Mayfield from downtown. He has 7. Almost a blown possession for Bridgeport, but they get some of it. Nanton on the other end, off the iron, no good. Skying for the rebound was Jones, and he knocked it to a teammate. About a 5-second differential between shot and game clock, so Bridgeport, they could take it all the way down. Close enough to it before getting a good look. Mayfield thinking exactly that. Trumbo, Jones, earned by Huskins. Mayfield with 4. He'll step back again from distance, off the iron, no good. Rising for his green. Now 2 seconds, Huskins fighting through, launch from distance, and off the window, no good. And that ends the first half. But probably the best half of basketball that the UB Purple Knights have played in this 2015-16 season. Shooting at 49% from the field. They lead 46-24. We'll step aside for a few minutes. When we come back, we'll have your stats and get ready for half number 2. You're watching Bridgeport men's basketball here on UBKnights.com. Welcome back here to UBKnights.com. We're just about to start half number 2 between Bridgeport and the NYIT Bears. It was all Purple Knights in the first 20 minutes. They lead us by a score of 46-24. JJ Duke here with you from the hub. And a couple of reasons for that. Bridgeport shot the lights out from the field at 49% and not doing it by what seems almost their traditional avenue of the three-point ball. They're getting down on the paint and making things happen. 24 points down low. They're led by the 16.7 rebound effort of Muhammad Ahmed, also 7 points for each Devon Elliott, Montana Mayfield. Bridgeport winning the rebound battle as well, 33-17, including 13 offensive rebounds and 12 second chance points. On the other side for the Bears, 8 points from Jarrell Green, also 6 rebounds. 7 points for Kashi Naziram. They shot as a team at 28% and were 2 of 9 from distance. And it will be NYIT to start off. They're wearing their visiting gold jerseys with blue trim. And both teams currently stuck on 1 overall win this season. Bridgeport 0-1 the conference, NYIT 0-2. And we're underway here. Visitors moving from left to right, and Elliott already getting his hands in the passing lane. It's a 2-on-1 with Trumbo, and Devon Elliott taking it coast to coast. And he gets himself up to 9 points, second on the team. Hayden his way through the lane, off-balance shot, and he keeps it alive as he goes into the lobby here at the hub through the double doors behind us, but it'll stay with Bridgeport. Now at NYIT, they're going to show some full court pressure, but the Purple Knights break it rather easily. And now Trumbo will slow things up. Von Trumbo, quiet scoring half, just had 2 points, but he had 5 assists. Ahmed off the window. No, they're going to have to wave that one off as Eddie Asamoah touched the rim. And Mike Ruan knows that Eddie did the right thing by following it up, but you got to recognize that the ball's in the cylinder, so instead of the basket, it'll be just a 2-shot foul. And Ahmed will instead go to the line to shoot a pair. First one up on the way, rattles in and out. Muhammad on the season from the charity stripe, shooting at 60%. Second one is good, so he goes 1 of 2. Now it's 17 points, game high. Been unfortunate really for Bridgeport. If they got that one to go, it would have been a well-deserved play from Muhammad. On the other end, Hayden driving his way, but he gets called for the offensive foul, is stepping in the lane. I believe Ahmed, who is still down on the floor right now. Ahmed now just getting helped up. Took a bit of a tumble there. Got to credit Muhammad Ahmed, again, the senior transfer from the Bronx. Giving up his body for the team, and they'll get the offensive foul in the process. So Bridgeport inbounding underneath. About a minute gone here in the second. Trapping pressure by the Bears, and Trump able to break it with Mayfield. Ahmed back underneath, contact, and he won't get it. But again, he'll go to the line and showing, well, I just took a charge, I'm not going to be afraid, or showing any worse effects. He'll just go right back to the hole. So Ahmed now to the line, 1 of 3 on the day. Mike Ruan bringing over both of his guards during this brief pause, as the first one goes from Ahmed, Mayfield, and Trumbo. Getting design set up on how to break that trapping full court defensive pressure. Is Ahmed rattles home both, 19 points now. closing in on what would have to be an early season high for him. Khalif Chaplin getting his way through the lane and off the window for two, and NYIT's first bucket of the second half. Bridgeport starting the second half as they did in the first, off on a good note. Underneath with Ahmed. Mayfield peeling around the screen. So Montana Mayfield going. Crossing over to his left. Stepping back from 8 feet and rattles that one home. Might have gotten away with the travel there as interim head coach for NYT, Rob Ismay, asking the same question, but Mayfield now with 9 points. A foul called on the floor that goes against Devon Elliott. Elliott closing his way on a double-double. He's got 9 points and 7 rebounds. First team foul for Bridgeport. Green kicks it back out line. Young shot well off the mark, and Elliott able to one-hand rebound that one in. It's all hands on deck, figuratively and literally, on the glass today for Bridgeport. Plenty of players contributing on the glass effort as Elliott shot a little bit too strong. Long rebound taken by Green quickly. Darrell Young lost handle of it for a moment. He'll get the return pass now underneath with Green. Couple of hands passing lane. Young from distance gets that to go. Oh, no, they're saying that was a 2. Foot was on the line. 53-28. Favor of the Purple Knights. Asamoah. Elliott for 3. Gets the shooter's roll to go down. Devon Elliott now the second Bridgeport player in the double digits. He has 12. And it's 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. And contact and an offensive foul. That will go against Darrell Green. Elliott took the charge by calling the fact that the 22-man in gold couldn't hold the composure. Bit wild going in. And a couple substitutions. Jesse Jones and Mike Theophil both re-entering. Jones with Elliott. Theophil looking for his first points of the day. Vaughn with 12 as Asamoah bearing down with a little sky hook, bit too strong, and Green down the rebound. NYT trying to push here with Chaplin. Wild going to the hoop, but he draws the contact, the foul. It'll go against Devon Elliott, his second, team second, and this will allow Leaf Chaplin go to the line to shoot 2. Well, folks, this is a bit of a almost polar opposite of the game that we saw back in February between the two teams. An entertaining game from start to finish. NYIT a 114-103 victor over Bridgeport in overtime. And it was a game that saw Marion Hooker, who was the top scorer in Division II basketball last year, drop 43 points. Shot 12 of 22 from the field, was 15 of 18 from the charity stripe. And he was matched up basically against Devon Elliott, who was also 12 of 22 from the field. Just didn't get as many shots from the free throw line. But it was, again, NYT on the day. They shot as a team 60% from the field and 63% from beyond the arc. But defense, thus far for the Purple Knights, a good one. And a block foul that gets called against Theophil. He thought that he had the position. Bridgeport bench knowing that perhaps maybe Theophil had the position, but the referee saw something different of it. And that'll be Bridgeport's third team foul. Be a fresh shot clock for the Bears. Inbound Darrell Young. Chaplin getting his way past Asamoah, but the pass looking for Green, well behind him. And a turnover for NYT. That is now their 10th turnover of the game. Mayfield bring it across the timeline. Suji out wide to Jones from distance. Got that to go as Jesse Jones now starting to find his stroke. He's got 9. Bridgeport as a team shooting 46% from distance. Young, pass this near side, Chaplin. He'll try to respond, but it's off the mark. Asamoah, the idea was on and try to lead Jones, but even with the speed of Jesse Jones, no chance that he was going to catch up to that one. Checking in, Vasilis Magkos, the freshman from Athens, Greece. In for NYIT, Ahmed and Rankin. Back in for Bridgeport. Mayfield and Asamoah will take a seat. Bridgeport nearly doubling up their advantage at 59-30 here in the early stages of this second half. Magos from distance off the iron, no good. Asuji trying to go coast to coast, and what a take from Stefano Asuji. The junior from Voorhees went from the rebound, took it about 90 feet the other way, and cashes it in. He's at 6 points. Young looking for an option. Magos, extra pass to the far side. Nazari. Now Chaplin in 6. Bit of contact from behind. Ahmed still gets it to go. Quickly into the front court. Rankin, contact. Eric Rankin gets it to go. He was looking for the N1. Quickly the other way. Hayden, coast to coast. A wild take, but he responds. At times this game wants to get into a track meet. And here's Rankin again. Coast to coast, throwing it down. That's one of those moments. Eric Rankin just decided, well, you're going to give me the lane, I'm going to take it. Bridgeport now leading 65-34. It's all Purple Knights here as NYIT takes a timeout. It's going to be full one. We'll step aside as well. 14-19, back in a moment here on UBKnights.com. Back here with you on UBKnights.com as Bridgeport has just come flying out of the gate here in the second half. They took a halftime lead of 46-24 into the interval. Now 65-34 outscoring their opponents 19-10 here in the first 5 minutes and 41 seconds. Punctuated by that coast-to-coast dunk from Eric Rankin. Marcos will try from distance off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound taken by Hayden. He'll go to the line. Jeffrey Hayden has been one of the bright spots on the day for NYIT with this hustle. However, he is just 2 of 8 from the field. He'll try to up his point total a little bit. Khalif Chaplin leading the Bears on the offensive side with 10 total points. As Hayden's first effort. Up on the way. It's off the front iron, no good. Hayden again, the freshman from New York City out of Cardinal Hayes High School. And he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Out of that timeout, here Bridgeport's head coach Mike Rowan saying, keep it up, keep it up. High pressure all the time as Ahmed, oh dear, he took a heavy fall down low. Trying to go up on the alley-oop. We saw that one all the way in as quickly the medical staff out to the floor. But it looks like Muhammad holding his lower back. Bridgeport broke the press rather nicely there. And Jones trying to put it up top for Ahmed. It looks like Muhammad's able to get up and keep going. Not the first time that he's taken a bit of a nasty fall in this game today. It looks like he'll be able to keep going on. The foul, by the way, goes against Zach Moore, the team's 5th foul, his 2nd personal. It looks like now Bridgeport is going to be taking a 30-second timeout as well. That's what I'm hearing from our officials, because the fact that the trainer for Bridgeport did come out, that means now that Ahmed not able to shoot the free throws unless if Bridgeport called timeout, which they did. Bit of a nasty fall on that one, but good to see Muhammad able to walk that one off because he's been brilliant today for Bridgeport. 8 of 12 of the field for 19 points, 7 rebounds. Devon Elliott chipping in with 12. Jesse Jones and Montana Mayfield each with 9. It's just been balanced scoring today from Bridgeport. Also the team, they're shooting at 53%. And because Bridgeport did use that timeout, Muhammad Ahmed will go to the free throw line. Muhammad's first one up on the way is good. And he now has a cool 20 points. Eddie Asamoah getting ready to check in. Second one on the way will fall in. 67-35. Just past 6 minutes gone here in the second half. Bridgeport again all in control. Count and 1 as Jordan Nanton gets going. Theophil picking up his 4th personal. Von Elliott will have to come back in. Nanton will try to complete the 3-point play. Junior from Brooklyn, averaging about 9.5 points per game. And he shorts on the free throw and the long rebound taken by Jesse Jones. Rankin on this near side. Elliott underneath. Asamoah lays it off the glass for 2. Eddie Asamoah now with 6 points to go along with his 5 rebounds. Nanton. Now far side, Modkos will try from distance. He rattles that one home. Vasilis Maskos averaging about 5 points per game, 40% from distance. The Purple Knights break the trap. Jones again will launch from deep off the iron. No good. Modkos comes down with the rebound. Now trying to push the tempo a little bit here with Zach Moore. Nazirum back out to Moore, will launch from distance off the iron, no good. Modkos down with the rebound. Nazirum again from distance, his shot off the mark, and Elliott comes down the rebound. And now Devon Elliott just 1 rebound away from eclipsing double-double. Rankin skip past this near side. Jones held it up. Not sure if the stoplight was put in his face by the Bridgeport bench, but didn't look too pleased about not taking that shot as Trumbo trying to get his way inside. Contact, not able to find it. Nice take there by Devon Trumbo. And he'll get to go to the line to shoot a pair. The foul goes against Nanton. And that's a 6th foul in this half committed by NYIT. Devon Trumbo, a freshman from Franklinville, New Jersey, spent a year up at St. Thomas More Prep as he converts on the first. Jones out, Osuji in. Monkos out for NYIT, and Khalif Chaplin checking back in. Trumbo's second one on the way, in and out, no good. And the rebound taken by Nanton. Will look to push the tempo on the far side with Chaplin up and under. Contact might have been from behind. Asamoah lost it, and he'll foul 23 in Jeffrey Hayden. Last foul to give for Bridgeport here in this second half. We're going to be shooting the rest of the way for 12-plus minutes. Bridgeport again leading now by a count of 70. About the best offensive performance that they've put as a team this season. A wild take. A Nanton off the mark. Secondary effort, count it and one. Jeffrey Hayden gets a goes. Hayden now, he has 7 points, along with his 5 boards. Foul goes against Yvonne Trumbo, which would be his first. Hayden's will be able to complete the three-point play. And Cromwell Kamara will check in for the first time today as Osuji breaks the press underneath Asamoah, who throws it down. Eddie Asamoah now. He has 8 points. On the other end, track meet swatted away by Asamoah. And Osuji picks up foul and he'll shoot in the process. Great play there by Eddie Asamoah, and that's what you want to see from the 6'8" senior from Calgary, Alberta. Get yourself in good shot blocking areas and get the hands up there, because this is a man in Asamoah that's very lanky and has arms for days. And also he can jump through the roof as well. Eddie averages about a block per game as Osuji knocks down the first one. Stefano Osuji, nice day off the bench. He has 7 points. Mike Ruan is seeing the effort by Osuji and giving him some more minutes each and every game. Seeing his average rise as well. So he now has 8 points. Moore underneath with Hayden. Fronted by Elliott. The shot from Moore off the mark, and Trumbo takes the rebound. Trumbo did lose his balance there for a moment, but able to keep it with him. Asamoah playing 1 and 2. Now with Trumbo. 14 on the shot clock. Kamara just into the game. Trumbo with 7, spinning his way through the lane. Decent look at it. He's going to tie it up for a moment. The last touch off an NYIT player. Great take there by Trumbo. And even better to follow it up. Elliott off the inbound. Draws a contact, and he'll go to the line. Good inbounds feed. And Elliott peeling off the backside of the screen. Go to the line. Ron Elliott, last year's second-team conference player, 16.5 points per game. About 3 assists as well. As the first one, he gets it to go. Second one on the way is good. Elliott now 13 points. Moore gets around the screen. Underneath with Chaplin. High-low game. Hayden. Shot blocked by Asamoah. It's now Eddie. Got a couple of blocks here in the last few minutes. Showing his authority down low inside on the blocks. Far side, Nazirim trying to knife his way up and under. He gets that to go. Kashi Nazirim the junior out of Boston. Kamara, coast to coast, lost the handle of it towards Asamoah, the last touch off of a Bear player, and he'll stay with Bridgeport. 21 on the shot clock, still just about halfway played here through this second half. Bridgeport still maintaining that 30-point advantage as Elliott step back, drops that jump shot. He has 15. Both teams are going to their bench rather quickly, as the up and under move taken in. Elliott on the bounce pass towards Suji, up and under, high off the window. Shot might have been averted a little bit by Zach Moore. Zerum takes into the front quarters, or just about halfway played here. Actually, I should say just past halfway played in the second, and a travel violation called against Chaplin. Theophil checking back in for Bridgeport. Euskins as well for NYIT. Theophil playing with the 4 fouls right now, so he'll have to be careful how he goes about it. Kumara didn't see Asamoah, he tried seeing Asamoah and Eddie. He wasn't expecting the pass. Euskins on the other end, shot off the mark. Asamoah with the head feed, gets it to go for 2. Great look from Suji. Bridgeport today, Mike Moran giving everybody some minutes as that shot gets to go off the window from Hayden. Hayden now into double digits with 10. Kamara getting through. Handles the double screen well. Nice look underneath Asamoah, and he throws it down. Great effort there by Guillermo Kamara, the senior from the Bronx, with the extra feed. Ramo getting some minutes here today, making the most of it. Nice pass from Theophil out wide to Suji. Gets his way through the lane. He converts. Suji now into double digits. 4th Bridgeport player. And NYIT is going to take a timeout. Stopping the clock. 8:20 left in this second half. It's all smiles for Bridgeport. We'll step aside for a moment. Purple Knights lead 83-47 back on UBKnights.com. Back here on UBKnights.com, Bridgeport leading NYIT 83-49. It's been all Purple Knights here in this contest, and Bridgeport, not to say that they desperately needed a game like this, but they needed a game like this for their confidence. And they started off the season a very tough schedule, playing the best that the Northeast 10 Conference has to offer. There's a shot off the mark from Zerum, and he'll get the return feed and stuff at home. Playing Southern New Hampshire, Southern Connecticut, Bentley, Merrimack, and AIC all at home. A good majority of those teams were NCAA tournament bound a year ago, and then a rough performance in the midweek against Repost. But a game like this can do wonders for the confidence, as Mike Theophil will shoot 1-1, and he misses on that. Long distance effort knocked down by Khalif Chaplin. Checking into the game also for NYIT, Alonzo Polino Jr., number 24, in first time. Mara on the skip feed into the third row. Got a little bit of contact there as well. And at this point for Mike Caron, having a 29-point advantage, he's giving everybody some minutes here. Nazirim fronted by Asamoah. The high-low game underneath with Hayden. He gets it counted and one. Jeffrey Hayden now. He's got himself 12 points, second highest on the team. Bridgeport has 4 players in double digits thus far: Ahmed, Elliott, Asamoah, and Osuji. As Hayden completes a 3-point play. Both teams also in the bonus right now, and will be soon to be over the limit. Rankin and Theophil doing the ball handling duties. Purple Knights just break the trap. Rankin lost the handle of it. Paulinho Jr., a 3-on-2 if he can hurry, but he loses the handle of it. This is Theophil. Theophil running at it. Good bounce pass underneath the Jones. It's a return pass. Bit of contact there. Still kept alive. Theophil up and under, not able to convert. It's a bit wild on the passage. Is counted and one. This is Khalif Chaplin knifing his way through, and just like that, NYIT starting to find their way back into this game a little bit. Still a 24-point deficit, but Mike Caron will go to his bench and bring back his starting backcourt of Mayfield and Trumbo, exiting Kamara and Theophil. Chaplin gets that to go as quietly, had an 18-point performance. The senior from Hempstead, New York. Montana Mayfield. And the pass overshoots Trumbo. On his horse is Hayden, and he gets that to go. Now he has 19. And what was a 30-plus point advantage down to just 21. However, foul committed by Paulinho Jr., and this will allow Jones to go to the line. And it'll be in double bonus now. It'll be Jones to shoot a pair. Jones, if he make one, it'll be the 5th Bridgeport player in the double digits. Ahmed with 21, Elliott with 15, Asamoah with 12, Osuji with 10. And you have Jones with 10 now. Mayfield also 1 point away. And you can just call that a lovely balanced scoring effort for Bridgeport. Both go for Jesse. He has 11 now. His first point's not coming from a 3-point field goal. 85-62. Loose ball on the floor, corralled by Chaplin. Yeah, his way through the lane with a bit of contact there. Hayden, but he gets a shot to fall. Hayden having a very nice second half here. As in that first half, Hayden just had 2 points. Now 13 in this frame. Trumbo, Elliott, extra pass to Jones. Wide open, the corner, short. Tipped out by Asamoah, and Jones able to pick it up. And he lost off of his foot, and because he had possession of the ball on his own half, it is a backcourt violation. 5:47 left. Chaplin, him and Hayden have had very nice games. Long distance effort by Euskins gets it to go. And a 30-second timeout taken by Rob Ismay. So he's seen his team start to find their way back in. Again, it was a deficit of over 30 points at one point here in the second half. And just 8-5, 6-7, now down 18. And with the amount of shots that both teams have taken, NYIT, 68 possessions that they have converted shots off, plus another 13 turnovers. They've had 81 possessions on the day. That's a lot of looks for how fast this game is going, which means 5:38. Even with an 18-point advantage, this game is still far from over. They've also forced 15 turnovers in the process, so there's still something to be said about this game. As Elliott gets it over the timeline. There comes the double team. Nice extra pass to Mayfield, but he lost the handle of it. And a timeout taken by Nazirim. He lost his handle of it. It was a timeout taken. And it'll be a full timeout. One timeout left to go for NYIT. Let's see if we can get you some scores from elsewhere. Again, it's a full day of action here in the East Coast Conference. Right now, as last stand, Damon with a non-conference win over Edinburgh, 88-79. Mercy a win over Queens, 74-70. Just into the second half. Malloy leading Stack, 41-33, which will be something to keep an eye on. Also, LIU Post and Dowling doing battle. Let's see if we can get a update for you. Unconveniently, they don't have a link to where I had a page on live stats. LIU Post leading Dowling 21-19, 7 1/4 left to play in the first. Tomorrow, UDC will be up at Damon, as they'll be playing back-to-back days, the Wildcats. UDC defeating Roberts 90-77 Friday, making their Western New York swing as a pass goes straight out of play by Hayden. Bridgeport trying to see also if they can eclipse 100 for the first time this season. Closest that they got was 96 in that 104-96 loss to Southern Connecticut. Mayfield breaks the trap, and the pass to Elliott picked off. Final 5 minutes here is Chaplin going coast to coast, and he gets it. Jones and Mayfield, who puts up the big pause sign. Trumbo draws the contact. He'll go to the line. That's what Bridgeport might need to do a little bit. They could slow the game down, get to the line, shoot some free throws. A pretty decent free throw shooting team at 73%. Trumbo at the line this year. This is just his 6th free throw attempt. He's 2 of 5. Too small of a sample size to really say of anything. First one on the way is good. The Suji checking in for Mayfield. The second on the way is also good. Now Trumbo, not your traditional scorer by any stretch. He's got 5 points on the day, along with 4 boards and 6 assists. And a foul on the floor goes against Trumbo. That's his second. Bridgeport, like NYIT, also over the limit. So there'll be 2 shots coming now for Cleve Chaplin, trying to take a game-high lead on the scoring charts if he can pick up 2. He gets the first. And Muhammad Ahmed hasn't seen action much in the second half. Did pick up a knock. Trying to put home an alley-oop and got undercut He's able to knock home the free throws, but Mike Caron has kept him on the bench since. Asuji to this near side. Jones will launch from distance. Off the iron, no good. Far side, thought about it was Paulinho Jr. Instead it goes with Chaplin. 4 minutes to go. Far side, Paulinho Jr. skip pass to Nazirim. Take the angle, count it, and one. And NYIT now all of a sudden, what was over a 30-point advantage, now just down to 14, and it could be 13. Nazirim can make this free throw. He has 13 points, 6 of 16 from the field. This is his first free throw attempt, and it's good. And it's really all come also with this full court pressure that the Bears have put on. Elliott spinning his way through with Trumbo. Purple Knights trying to run some half-court offense. They've taken a lot of shots too early in the shot clock here in these final few minutes. Elliott gets up and he converts. Nice feed from Devon Elliott. Eddie Asamoah now with 14. On the other end from distance, Paulinho way off the mark, and Elliott down at the rebound. Bridgeport wisely not pushing the tempo, just slowing the ball down. Asuji feeds and an offensive foul. That's going to go against Jones for the elbow off the screen. NYIT, by the way, only being held in the first half at 24 points. They've dropped a half century here in this second. They lead Bridgeport in this second half at 50-43. We come close to 3 minutes now left to play here in this one. Nazirim from distance gets it to go. And it's now a 4-possession game. Asuji taking it on his own, towing the baseline, converting. Bridgeport needs a stop desperately. Hayden kicking out wide. Paulinho Jr. off the iron, no good. And Asamoah with a big rebound. He draws contact and the foul. And these are all part of lessons that you get throughout a season. If you have that big lead trying to close out a game, and Bridgeport, in fairness, Mike Caron did put some of his role players onto the floor. And at that exact moment, got hot. So now the starters trying to catch up to the tempo of the game. As Asamoah's first is good. Still Bridgeport shooting at 53% from the field, 6 of 14 from beyond the arc, but they'll have to be good from the line to see this one out. Asamoah goes 1 of 2, rebound taken by Nazirim. Quickly NYIT into the front court. Wild take by Hayden off the mark. Asuji able to get it to Jones. Jones finds Trumbo, and Bridgeport now again just trying to slow it down. Trumbo able to beat the double team until the hands of Chaplin gets in the way. Loose ball on the floor, kept alive by Hayden. His wild shot off the mark and cleaned up by Nazirim. Asuji on the other end. Wild take, count it, and one. And also, I think that they award a technical foul as well. They're going to count it and one. The foul goes against Paulinho Jr. And they're also awarding a technical foul on NYIT. As one of the referees here, Juwan Williams, coming all the way over to this near side. think they're awarding a technical foul on Drell Green. Thing is, though, I don't see Green's number on the floor, so I think they must mean Chaplin. And it is Chaplin, so Asuji will shoot to complete his three-point play. And he cannot. And now the technical foul shot. This coming 1:56 left to go. Asuji makes that one. So it was a two-shot technical foul that they called. So Asuji has a chance to go with the 4 points. He could add the unold-fashioned, unorthodox 5-point play if he wanted to. But he goes 2 of 3 from the line, 96-79. As quickly into the front court as Chaplin. Wild and picked his pocket by Trumbo. He did step over the line. But that sequence might have been enough to take the wind out of the sails of NYIT over the final 149. And you have to credit Rob Ismay's team for not giving up on the contest. They were down over 30 points halfway through the second half, but were able to fight all the way back to within at 1 point 12. It's up and under. Hayden gets that to go. And still only a 5-possession game. Trumbo has to get it over the timeline. Just does. It's Elliott. Dangerous pass there in the contact, Paulinho Jr. Dangerous pass from Von Elliott. And Trumbo will go to the line to shoot a pair. Bridgeport seeing their point guard, Von Trumbo, with 5 points. 3 of those 5 points coming from charity stripe. Gets that one to go. And bounce scoring from the Purple Knights. 5 players in double figures. Mayfield 1 point away from 6. However, he is on the bench with 9 points along 5 rebounds. And Trumbo chipping in with 6 thus far. And he'll stay with 6. Rebound taken by Nazirim. Loose ball on the floor. Last touch by Zach Moore, who's deflected away. Rankin checks in for Elliott. Also looks like Charlie White for Bridgeport's going to see out the final 100 seconds as Jones come off. Well, that's why, folks, again, conference play. You can't ever take any game lightly no matter what the stage is. Bridgeport may have learned that one the hard way a little bit tonight, but looks like NYIT has called off the surge as Trumbo breaks the timeline. No look pass to Asamoah. Ran from distance for the century. He's got it. And Bridgeport now with 100. They lead by 19 again. For Eric Rankin now, he's got himself 7 points as Ramo Kamara checking back in. Samoa will see his day come to an end. 15 points along with 6 rebounds. Kick out wide, Hayden from distance. Airballs that effort. Paulinho Jr. back out to Nazirim for 3. He gets that to fall. Trumbo, again, trapped in the backcourt, and he'll draw contact and the foul, and he'll just be adding to his stat line on the day. Bridgeport still winning the rebounding battle, 48-37, so check mark in that book. Both teams with a half century of points in the paint, 50 each. The Purple Knights also shooting at 54% as a team. However, the second half is one that they'll have to be a little wary of. As Trumbo knocks home the first. Devon's second of the day. Up and good. Should be the last full offensive possession coming. Nazirim will launch from distance off the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Madkos. Skip pass to the top. Uskins, his effort off the mark. Nazirim gets it, counted and one. Kashi Nazirim now with 24 points to go along with the 7 rebounds. Nazirim averaging about 9.5 points per game. Chaplin also with 22. And Hayden with 19, but then outside of that, that's really about it. Joe Green at 8 points, and no one else had more than 3. As the free throw from Nazirim is off the mark, Bridgeport takes it into the front court with Rankin, and they'll just be able to see this one out. Kamara tried going up. His pocket taken away, so NYIT maybe with one last gasp. Shot from the corner off the mark. Offensive rebound taken by Davidson, and that's going to do it as the UB Purple Knights take this one by a score of 102-86 and will take home their first conference win of the 2015-16 season. They move overall to 2-5, overall 1-1. In conference, NYIT drops to 1-8 and 0-3 in East Coast Conference play. Final stats for you: NYIT as a team shot 51% from the field, 26% from beyond the arc, and shot 65% from the charity stripe, led by the 24 points of Kashi Nazirim, 22 points by Khalif Chaplin, and 19 from Jeffrey Hayden. On the other side for Bridgeport, as a team, they shot 54%, 47% from beyond the arc, and 21 and 29 from the charity stripe. 5 different Purple Knights in double digits offensively. Muhammad Ahmed, 21 points. Stefano Asuji, 16 points off the bench. Devon Elliott, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Eddie Asamoah, 15 points. And Jesse Jones with 11. Montana Mayfield with 9. That's going to do it for us here from Harvey Hubble Gymnasium.